Good afternoon, beautiful people out there. I welcome you all to the Christ Tabernacle International Christian Center Church, where they're having a testimony for today. Can our viewers meet you?
Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Reverend Manuel Bassi. I am the senior pastor of Christ Tabernacle International Christian Center, aka Peoples of Wonders Ministry International, at Ikorodu.
That's great. So, how did you get this kind of being a pastor?
Yeah, the calling is a long time coming. It's far back in 1993 when I had the call of God to go and set His people free. That was when I began to understand that I was going to be chosen by God to do His will. So in 1993 I got the call of God, and I was serving in an Anglican church by then as the youth president at one of the Protestant church. So from there I became members of the youth. I became the president of the youth. From there, I was just, that's how it all began.
So, how old is the church today?
Yeah, this church has been in existence for long. We were in Maryland, then we had a problem in Maryland of location. Then for the location transferred down to Ikorodu. Ikorodu church is just 6 months old here as a church at Ikorodu. But the church, the ministry started in 2001, where I run Peoples of Wonders Ministry. And it became a registered church in 2007 at Maryland. But when we left Maryland, because everything stopped in Maryland, then we came to Ikorodu here, and 6 months now in Ikorodu as a church.
Definitely the most even challenges facing children.
A lot.
For you to move down from Maryland down to Ikorodu. So can you brief us the reason behind this?
Yeah, there's no church that will strive great in this world without challenges. Challenges is one of the things that is synonymous to anything growth. Now challenges came, we have a lot of challenges. And one of the challenges is the property we were using then in Maryland was owned by somebody who said he's the owner. We never know other were contesting for that property. They went to court. The other people, which is the faction we did not pay to, won the case. We don't know. First and foremost, the challenges has to do with us obedient to God's direction. Sometimes if God is trying to move you to a place and you are still adamant, it will create a problem for you to get there. If you don't want to obey Him by moving, it will create a problem that will move you to the place. Actually, Ikorodu was not the place in my mind I wanted to come, but that is where God wanted me to be as a location, because I've spent most of my life in Maryland. So I believe that everything I was going to do is going to be in Maryland. So, but I was having a revelation coming to Ikorodu. I was fighting it until the incident that pushed me from Maryland to Ikorodu. And ever since I come to Ikorodu, I have witnessed success I couldn't have witnessed in Maryland for 10 years.
Serious.
Yeah.
So today being the day of the Thanksgiving, why did you choose today, and what's the purpose and the reason for the Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we decided to have an annual Thanksgiving. Not to say we don't have Thanksgiving in the church. We've been having monthly Thanksgiving, but this one is an annual Thanksgiving where we gather together to appreciate God. We target Thanksgiving harvest because we believe that God has kept us for 12 months and we owe Him. Thanksgiving helps us to appreciate God on what God has done so far in our life. So it happened to fall on 26th of the last Sunday of every November, the last Sunday. So this last Sunday happened to be 26th. So we have been the church tradition every year to always come out in mass to celebrate and give to God. In our Thanksgiving this time, we are the one that brings to God and say thank you for what you've done for us. So that's how we've been celebrating it. Yeah, success always comes through obedience. We operate on the prophetic ministry, and more especially my office. At the same time, it's all about obedience to the leading of the Holy Spirit.
During the church building project, how have the invitees turned up about it?
We thank God for that. And we gave several invitations to people, and some of the church people, members, They also extended the invitation to several cooperatives, several individuals, which by the grace of God, I was so glad that they all turned up today, irrespective of the timing we started, and I was glad that they came. And being that they are here today, because we're having two things today, the Thanksgiving harvest and the launching of the church project, the new church auditorium we are about to go and process now. So that is why we bring them in to unveil our vision to them, because every vision needs a helper, and we are praying that God should use them as one of the helpers of this vision that is about to unfold itself in a great Ikorodi here.
How has the response been?
The response has been positively well. It has been positively well. We got a form for them because we wanted to start what we call Christ Tabernacle International Christian Center Kingdom Partner Network, which we have most of them collected the form to be partner with the church. And in the partnership, we have 3 columns, 3 blocks, which we have the diamond partners, the gold partners, the silver partners, and the bronze partners. The diamond partners are those who are partnering with the church from $1 million down to hundreds of millions, while the gold partners are those who are partnering from $500,000 down upward. So from there we have the silver partners of those who are partnered with 100,000 and above. Then we have the bronze partners for everybody, somebody who can be afford to give 1,000 naira and above. And we have the church account for that project already. And by the grace of God, so far, the list of people that made the partner, we have people who have ticked the block of diamond partners to give the church $1 million and above. So we have about 4 of them on ground. And those who are to give the church gold are many too. So by the grace of God, it gives us this consign. People are willing to partner with us because I believe we are a fruitful ground. This is a fruitful vision that whoever gets involved in it will never remain the same, and they will be blessed too in Jesus' name.
So the project you're looking at,
Okay.
I mean, how many members do you really think it can convey? Like, what's the nature of the structure of it?
Yes, the church structure project can seat, the auditorium we are building can seat capacity of 10,000 people at a stretch. But at a convenient, it can seat from 5,000 to 7,000 without stretch. Yes. And it's a project that can be built on an acre of land. Yes. Because in the project, we have what we call the parking lodge. I believe every church that wants to grow must have a parking lodge where their members will come with their cars and have confidence that their cars are saved. So where there is no parking lot, the people will always have problem of parking. So by the grace of God, even today when we are having a Thanksgiving, the whole street was blocked. We have the parking lot in the project, and we have the church buses that will go around every nearest bus stop to bring members to church, which is on ground right now.
So have you acquired the land yet?
Yeah, with the project we have on ground and the partners, we are ready to start with it so that we can go for the land. Right now, we have some parcels of land which we want to go and start negotiation. So we will come up with it when the time is done. But right now, the church is situated in Agric. And lift up your 2 hands. Thank you. Just lift up your 2 hands. I want you to really appreciate God today. Appreciate God, if not for anything. Appreciate God that you are not in the grave. If not for anything, yesterday was not your funeral. If not for anything, nobody hold a gathering in your family for wickedness. If not for anything, how will you become out of your spirit? You see your body on the casket, and people are passing to look at the body. So why don't you say, God, thank you that I'm not lying in states. I am standing. I will steal the last man standing. If you will not thank God for anything at all, thank God that you are not in the hospital. You didn't hear what I just said. If you will not thank God at all, thank God that you are not in the prison house, where you have no freedom. You live by the mercy of those who bring food to the prison. Saying, at least this NGO will come give you food, that church will come give you food. You are here today. You are not on anchor. Just thank God. Can you lift up your two hands and thank God? The reason why you should thank God, if you don't want to thank God at all, oh my God, thank God that you still have air to breathe. I'm still breathing. If I were you, I would lift up my two hands. Ibu chuku ibu di badue. Ibu chuku ibu di badue. Oye ne bema.
thank you, thank you. Thank you for today. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Allow me to thank God. Thank God. Don't just give thanks. Just give thanks. Just give thanks. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Father, we thank you. We bless you for where you brought us from. We thank you for where we are now. And we are thanking you in advance to where you are taking us to. You are the same yesterday when we are in the ghetto. You are the same today when we are about to go out of the process. You are the same in the future because you are taking us there. Thank you, God. Bless every word that comes out of my mouth. Speak to your children. Let them see the reason why they should dance before you. Thank you, God. Can I have a seat? I love that song. Definitely better than the fire of hell. Those in hell are looking for wind to blow. Instead of it, they are suffocated there with brimstone and fire. Yeah, this is a process. A process is not a destination. If you meet a man in the process, don't judge the man. Wait for him to get to the what? Destination. Process is not always sweet. Process is full of bitterness. The work of an act is not when the man started. The work of an act is when it is finished. God is working something through us, in us, and with us. So I would like you to take your time, endure the heat. Endure the heat. So much that you build the house of God, nobody will ever suffer heat in that house. And that is the road we are going. And if you look up now, we are taking a step. Some of you are covered by these decorations, this beautiful. If you look at that which is there, that is what God is leading us to build. And I wish somebody outside there is at the back there and is at the front here. We look at it, we call it the church building project. And inside that church, you see, the auditorium is inside. We make sure that we make you understand what is inside that thing there. And you can sit comfortably 5,000 people. And if you're going to squeeze ourselves, it will sit about 10,000 people. But to be having space, it can sit 5,000 conveniently. And by the grace of God, just in Ikorodu year, we are just 6 months old. As a church here. As a church here. We migrated from Maryland due to some unforeseen circumstance which we can't stop. But God allowed it to happen so that we can migrate down here, so that we can build what belongs to Him. Now, under that place we have what we call the car park. Because there will be no beautiful church without a car park. A church is complete when the man knows where to park his or her car conveniently, without fear, when it's in the service. So by the grace of God, when you look at all the edifices there, under that we have what we call the church bus. See, in due time, all this we are telling you right now is for your eyes to see, because it will become a reality. Amen. The next time we shall be giving you invitation is for us to open the new edifice. Amen. You just pray that you will be among those that will be in there. Not that they will tell you that it happened but you dead. But thank God today so that you will be among those, among the living that will praise God and even do the next Thanksgiving. Because God is unpredictable. Nobody can tell what God can do. What will take a man 10 years can take God 10 minutes. Beloved, just because of that project, God can lift up somebody. And put wealth in that person's hand. That is how God works. He said, I want my son to bless these people. Oh yeah, take the contract. Oh yeah, collect the blessings. Take up your 2 hands, let me bless you right now. Nobody here will be left out. Your hand seems as if you don't know who is talking to you. Lift up your hand and say, oh Lord, my Father, make me one of the builders. Make me one of the builders. Can you sit down? Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. God can do anything. Just take for example, God can pass everybody, look for somebody that He will bless. Just because the person have the heart to bless him, and just say, my brother, get up. And the guy just get up and say, who am I? God say, follow me. Like this. As he's following God, God is taking him from 1 million to 10 million, from 10 million to 100 million, from 100 million to 200 million. Then you keep asking, why this money? It's because that is a project. Why this open door? It's because that is a project. Why am I so blessed as if Satan does not exist? It's because that is a project. When there is a project, there is a provision. Sir, I don't know why I pick you up, but I know God has something for you. This is not a prophecy place. But this is a church where God built and prophecy cannot stop. In less than a few weeks from now, that journey will be done. Fear not, as you are going, you are coming back with a testimony. And that thing has been there for so long, and you have been pursuing, and the door now has been opened. When you go there, as you are coming back, people will ask you, what did you do that God changed your life? And the issue I laugh at you right now is you think you've gotten something. You know that thing you are going to put it for rent. Because what you are going to get, eyes have not seen. You are bringing it from somewhere. I am giving you this prophecy because my spirit says to talk to you. I don't know, this is one of my guests. Why should I be talking to my guests? Shake me, sir. You are shaking money. You are shaking divine protection. Sir, look at me. You will never see sickness before the end of your life. The one you think that they are telling you is not true. You are okay. Perfectly okay. I just picked him up and God just blessed him. Please, can you clap hand for the latest video? hold on, Pastor. No, clap on for the latest billionaire account. I don't know why I'm calling you out, but I know this thing is definitely recording. One day you shall go through the record and you will hear that the prophet spoke to you on the 26th of November 2017. You will go back to it and say, somebody spoke to my life. God bless you in Jesus' name. Wow. Put your hands together while you take this lovely seat. Oh my God, I don't know why I put them up. If you ask me why did you do what you did, I don't even know. Not everything you can understand if you're a prophet. It moves you anywhere it wants you. It takes you anywhere it leads you. Psalm 118. Can somebody please turn your Bible with me? Psalm 118. 118.
Psalm 118.
Can you read verse 1?
It says, "Oh, give thanks unto the Lord."
Stop there. What did he say?
Oh, give thanks unto the
It
Lord.
started with a letter what?
Oh.
Oh! Unto the Lord. It's not oh. He said, oh! It's like somebody who has climbed. He said, oh! Give thanks unto the Lord. Why?
For he is good, because his mercy endureth forever.
The reason why you will give thanks to God, because he is good. God is good. Whatever you pass through is a good God. No matter the delay in your life, is still a good God. Whether people love you, appreciate you, or depreciate you, is still a good God. You file in for a contract and you are not given the contract. Please don't turn against God. It's still a good God. People ask you, did you pass your exam? You said, I almost made it in my jam, but one number misses it, and I'm about to repeat it. But brother, just remember, it's still a good God. Pastor, why is it happening to me? Everybody has turned their back against me when I was having, and all of them were there. And when the thing finished, everybody run away. It's still normal. Don't forget, God is still a good God. When they asked Jesus, good master, he said, who is good? No man is good except who? God. God is good. Arranger. He knows how to arrange a poor man to make him become an estate owner. He's an arranger. God is good. When God is too good that nobody can predict him from the beginning. Nobody can do what God can do. He's the one that will make you a beggar today and tomorrow. He's still a good God. You wake up in the morning and say, Father, you are good. Pastor, why would I come to a good God? I give you a testimony. He was the greatest ultimate survivor on a shipwreck. There are times when you are in the middle of an ocean, you can't see even the shore. Is somebody hearing me? Yes. You are surrounded by water, you don't even know where this thing is leading you to. Your life is only governed in that ship by a compass. Is anybody hearing me? Yes, sir. I'm not a sailor, but I have one friend here. Captain, I've been alive. You are right, sir. Sometimes you'll be there for days, for months. You will look at yourself. If this thing, anything happen here, we are gone. Not everybody is saved by safety belt. Take up your hand. It's still a good God. This same guy was the sole survivor. Our manner, the wave took him to the shore. Only him one to an unknown island. He never had anybody there. It was in that island for 5 years. How many years? 5 years. Without nobody noticing whether he survived. Can you take up your hand? At the end of today, God is going to put somebody wrong in your family. Look at your neighbor and say, it's a good God. It's a good God. He went into survival instincts. When you are into survival instinct, you can eat anything. You can begin to act with an adrenaline inside of you to survive. He now learned how to build tents with his hand, with leaves. He take palm fronds, build tents, stay beside the shore of the water. Was there struggling to survive. No means of communication, nothing to connect him, nothing. Only him and the unseen God. Sir, when you are in the middle of playing class, you will know how to praise God. Many of you don't know. Not shout anything but Jesus! Finish. Your prayer point, no they end. No they pass 1 minute for up. Take up your hand. He's a good God. Then one day, he decided to go and hunt for fish. As he went there, God made him go out and allowed the sun to so scorch to the extent that the sun burned down the trees, the leaves, that he put for a shade. When the man came, he said, "Oh God, the thing I managed to survive with, oh God, you burn it down." God did not answer. 6 hours later, he saw a big ship sailing towards his direction. Ship towards his direction. Hey, they came towards his shore, throw in the... Then he asked them, "How did you people know I was here?" They said, "We saw the smoke." If God did not burn down the house, the smoke will not give a signal. Sometimes God do something in order to attract the attention of your helper. At the end of the day, somebody is about to see your smoke. Somebody is about to witness your smoke. As you are about to lift up a thanksgiving, somebody is about to smell your smoke. You will see God opening the door for you answer today. If you believe that, say, "Lord, here I am." The Bible says, "In all things give thanks unto the Lord, for this is the will of the Lord concerning you in Christ Jesus." Can you sit down? Then he said, "His mercy endureth forever." That is why you must thank God. If not for the mercy of God, you wouldn't have had a surname. If not for the mercy of God, you wouldn't have known the 4 walls of education. This one you shall say you went to primary school. There are people that never enter school till they die. You didn't hear what I just said? If not the mercy of God, my brother, that journey you took and you came back and you just thought it is normal. How many persons have undertook so many journeys, they never come back alive? There is nothing that is normal except God come and He makes it what? Normal. Take up your hands. It's mercy. When mercy finds you, favor is attracted to you. You know what is called mercy? Mercy is an unqualified qualification. Is anybody hearing me? Yes, he said, "I will have mercy on whom I have mercy." If God mercy fall upon you, places you go, people will open door without asking you which tribe. Mercy is the only power that breaks barrier of tribes. It destroys nationality. He said, "I will have mercy on whom I have mercy, and I will show compassion to whom I will show compassion." Because His mercy in my life endures forever. Not for a time, not for a while, not for a season, forever. Somebody lift up your hand. Sir, if not mercy, you wouldn't have gotten clothes to wear. The reason why you know that it was clothes, it was mercy that makes your brain know that you are not mad. How many madness they've sent to you, but mercy shifts it. There are some problems that will hit you, madness will begin to show in your head. You'll be thinking, walking on the street, when they call your name, you won't understand. Madness has started. You will almost tell yourself, pull your cloth, because mercy said no. Hey, mercy will speak to somebody. Can I hear an amen from somebody? Mercy will speak for your children. Mercy will speak for your family. Mercy will speak for your business. Mercy will speak for your health. Mercy will speak for your health. Mercy will speak for your life. Mercy will speak for your future. Mercy will speak. Somebody say loud, amen. Mercy. Nothing to thank God. Thank Him for His mercy. Pastor, what is number 2? Or number 3? What is it?
It says, let Israel now say.
Let Israel now say
That His mercies endure
that His
forever.
mercy endureth forever. Go ahead.
Let the house of Aaron now
Let the
say
house of Basi Emmanuel say
that His mercies endure.
that His mercy endureth forever. You've entered plane before. It's not because you are a very good flyer. Sister, brother, when that door is locked, it's an iron coffin. When the thing drops, nobody sees anybody's skin to pick. In the air, there is no parking space. In the air, there is no, let us wait and check engine. Once you stop, your heart too stop. Your life is the moment the engine stop, your heart stop. Your life is not in the hand of a pilot, it's in the hands of God. Even the pilot himself, there is a place he will get to say, Mayday, Mayday. Mayday means anything I say now, I won't think cause him. Take up your hands. I want to pray for somebody. Now they tell you, say, come do Thanksgiving. You come to ask yourself, what I want to give God? Ah, God. How many persons have built a house that God can live? If He can build heaven without a pillar, which house will you build for Him to stay? And you are even privileged to carry banana and you don't know how to dance. Take up your hands. Pastor, why will I praise God? I don't have clothes to wear. How many clothes does God have that you can be able to match? Today, somebody will envy God today. Give thanks to God, for He is good, and His mercy endures forever. You did hear what I just said? And let the house of Jacob give thanks to God, and let them say His mercy endureth forever. If not for the mercy of God, none of us would have been alive today. Many times our life have been taken, but mercy says stop. Death prolonged this man's and this woman, this boy, this girl's life. Somebody say mercy. Mercy. Somebody say mercy. Mercy. It's unqualified qualification. Only God decides it when it comes to mercy. Chose David. It was not qualification. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I want to give half opportunity to dance. Dance and forget the clothes you wear. None of you is more arrayed than God. And we are going to dance to the King of Kings. Oba and one. King will pass King. So I won't talk too much. Let us go into practical. I believe in practical Christianity. If you say God will do it, practice it. If you say God will answer whenever we pray, let us pray first and see whether He will not answer. You get what I'm saying? Yes, I want you to dance before God and forget your name. Dance before God and forget your certificate. Dance before God and forget your bedroom. Dance before God and forget your face. If you're looking how beautiful you are, you can't serve God with a dance. If you're looking how gorgeous and classy you are, you cannot dance in the public. Dance and forget your identity. For whoever made you who you are is God. If God is not by your side, you are just a dead thing. Stand by your feet, everybody. Let us do something. You hear me, sir? You hear me, sir? When you make a man leave Victoria Island and marry a girl from Cantonment, girl. The guy came to visit a friend, passed through the barrack, saw this house girl who was going to buy something for madam. The guy was driving, said, "Shh," the guy said, "What is your problem?" House girl. He said, "Can I just talk to you?" He said, "I believe you, my madam will kill me." Mercy made the guy leave all the princesses in Victoria Island. Came down to barrack. Pick a house girl. Nobody can do this more than Mercy. For 2 years, landlord has given him headache and hell. And the day landlords decided, he took talks, carried the load, and flew outside because he took jungle or kangaroo what justice. The man was begging, "Please, sir, just give us 1 more month. Let us." He said, "What? Right?" They were flinging the thing out of the house. Please stand up. Look at your neighbor and say, "Mercy found me."
Mercy found me. Yes.
Am I in the right church today? The man took the load outside with his children. 6 of them. 6 children, husband and wife. How many are they all? 8. Inside one room that is not even up to a room. A standard of a room. He went outside, stayed behind inside the shade of a tree, and kept the family there. Said, "Let me just go and meet a friend, so that I can be able to see where I can carry some load and put in his house. And meet some friends. I will divide my loads in their house because he doesn't have loads. So that I will divide my children where they will sleep tonight." Take up your hand. Somebody say mercy.
Mercy.
Got him. Somebody say mercy.
Mercy.
That is why you must thank God. Mercy is the only thing that make God make you a favorite. Say, David, a man after my heart. He was the worst king that I've ever doused into immoral acts. But it was the special in the heart of God. So I have found David my servant. In Psalm 89, with the only oil have I anointed him. He said, "I will bless his children, even if his children go wrong. I will beat them and I will still draw them come inside." Now mercy. I will not kill them all. I will make sure that they will take over the throne of David forever. Take up your hand. Mercy. Somebody say mercy.
Mercy.
God took a womanizer who will not take eye to see woman and made him a king over men of timber and caliber. The man told his wife, "Please wait, let me go." The sun was so scorching. The only money was in the hand was 5 naira. He got towards a filling station so that they can hide for shade to cool off the scorching of the sun. He bought just a 5 naira pure water. As he was drinking the pure water, he was thinking of the children. Not knowing that in the filling station, a long-time old friend who have left the country for 20-something years came to the country without knowing. They never know where each of them were. Came to buy fuel in that filling station. Somebody say mercy. As he was there, the friend was just buying. He just shouted, "Hey!" He says, who is calling my name? He turned back. Somebody said in the car, he said, "I don't have any friend that have a car." One of the attendants said, "That man is calling. Just tell the fuel attendant, pay." Drove towards me. So that was it. "My God, where have you been?" He said, "I've been out of the country for years." He said, "I just came back some few weeks back now, almost 1 month now." He said, "I was looking all the way for you." I asked this person. He told me he doesn't know where you are. And all the people he asked knew where he was. And all of them don't want to connect him so that they can take what belongs to them in America. Take up your hand. There are friends that will kill you. I call them friend enemy. Thank you. He said, "As I'm talking to you right now," he said, "Where are you going?" I'm going to see a friend. My family is outside under a tree. Our load was thrown out. He said, what? Enter the car. They entered the car. They were looking for a place where they wrote to let. Instantly, they entered the shop of a man who was agent. Can you get us a 3-bedroom flat anywhere, anyhow? He must say, I know where it is. Now the place they kosher, he said, take us here. They got there, 3-bedroom flat and suit. What is the price? They mentioned the price, the man signed the check and they paid. Waited until they cleared the check. Take up your hand. When mercy finds you, you will know how to thank God for the rest of your life. Thanksgiving is a debt that we hold God every day. Thanksgiving is what? A debt we hold God every day. Cheerful manner. Went to a furniture showrooms, bought furniture for the house, paid for it. Tell the man, let's go and pick your children. Your wife would have been worried because this is after 7 in the evening. The wife was worried. Something they threw out 11 o'clock in the morning. Now it's 7 o'clock when the husband, he couldn't see them. Oh Lord, to he drove the car to where the wife is. I've been looking for you all time. I can't even get you. I thought something else has happened to you. He said, calm down. Let us enter the car. He said, where will we put this load? The other man in the car said, leave the load. You don't need it. You know why? He has bought the bed for the bedroom. Bought the bed for all the bedroom. Paid for every house, every equipment, every electronic, everything buyable has been bought. And ask them to ship you to that same address and furnish the place. Only for them to carry the wife and the clothes they put on. As they drove down there, my sir, I'm not speaking of fiction, I'm telling you of reality. This is not a story, this is a reality, it's a testimony that went viral in our time. They were thrown out because mercy said throw them out. There are things God will do, you will cry. The day God answers your prayer, tears will fall through your eyes. You will say, why me? Today, you will get the guts to thank God. That problem is not unto death, it's for the name of the Lord to be glorified. Can you lift up your 2 hands, everybody? He got a job instantly. The friend said, I was looking for you because there is a company I was representing in the States. They want to open a chapter asking for a honest and loyal, faithful man. And he found out that many years ago, this man is a faithful and loyal, truthful man. And he was looking for him, but nobody could. It was only just 1 week for him to leave Nigeria to say, I didn't see the man, let us give it to somebody else. That he met the man in the filling station. If the landlord didn't throw his things out, he won't see the man. If the brother of Joseph did not show Joseph as a slave, he wouldn't have fulfilled his destiny. Sometimes the problems of your life is you are trying to protect the thing that God has shifted you from. Take up your hand. Yeah, my word of advice to the pastors over there,
3 things I want you to know as my advice to you. Number 1, remain focused and don't compete with anybody. 2, don't compare yourself with any other pastors. Just follow the vision God has given to you, even if it is not popular with people. Just be obedient to God. Number 3, just make sure that the higher you go, the humbler you become, because humility is a stepping stone to greatness. Pride brings you down even when you get to a place. And I thank God for you for still sticking there as a pastor. No matter how tough it is, God will surely make a way for you. He has been making a way, and He will do yours for you in Jesus' name. Thank you so much.